Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about my Desire series. Guys, there's been a lot going down in my Desire series. So without wasting more time, let's dive straight into the video. To find out what is about to go down on this episode in my Desire series, it's quite an interesting episode. So please don't get anywhere about the video to the very end to find out the drama that is about to unfold. But before we continue into the video, please don't forget that it's still UG Update. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Update, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Adi tells Arjun that whatever he did is for Kashvi, as he loves Kashvi a lot, true love. He asked him to bring Mahima back home for Karan. So Arjun asked him not to give free lectures and says, I can't bear Mahima now. I love Kashvi so much and will bring her back in my life. He says, I will stay with Kashvi and Karan and she will be the perfect mother for Karan. Adi then says, stop it, Arjun, and says, I will not let you hurt her again. And says, I will make sure that Kashvi doesn't do mistake to trust you again. Arjun says, whatever you do, Kashvi will come to me, as I love her very much. Adi then says, I came here getting transferred for Kashvi and can do anything for her. Arjun says, let's see who Chahitan will be fulfilled. So then Arjun comes for the karate practice. Devansh asks Arjun what happened to him, but Arjun says he will tell later. Kashvi comes to train with them and tells that she wants a volunteer. Arjun comes to her and while practicing, he asks about Karan. Kashvi says how he will be. You have thrown his mother out. Arjun then asks her to marry him for Karan and says you will be the perfect mother for him and we will be happy family. He tells that he is going to divorce Mahima. Then Kashvi tells that she is not like him and can't break a home. She advises him to take Mahima back. Then he says, I love you. Kashvi is about to say, I love you, and then says Adi. He says, you lied and was about to take my name. But Kashvi hits him in anger and he holds his jaw. She says, I didn't mean it, and then ends the class. Arjun tells Kashvi that she loves him and not Adi. He says, if you can refuse our love and connection. So he asks if you don't have any feelings for me. Kashvi says, I don't have. He holds her and asks her to answer. He frees her hair and kisses her on the forehead while a song plays in the background. He asks her to tell if she has no feelings for him and asks when I touch you, come near you. Don't you think that I love you? He says your heartbeat is saying it all and asks if your heartbeat beats faster when you are with Adi. Kashvi says I don't love you, nothing is happening to you. Arjun then asks her to tell why does he feel her heartbeat and why she wants him to be with her, but is not saying. He says you love me, but Kashvi says no and asks him to stay away from her. Arjun says, I realize that I have done many mistakes and that's why we have been separated. He promised to bring her back in his life and says very soon, I will make you as Kashvi Arjun Bajwa. In another scene, Jagdish calls Mahima and tells Kival that she has switched off her phone. Dradi comes there, then Adi asks the trainees to leave the bags and do 5 rounds. He asks them to do the warm-up. Then Arjun comes there and says he got late. Adi asks Arjun what happened to him. Then Arjun says it is love blood. He tells that when he confessed his feelings to her, she hit him accidentally. He says he told her that he will soon make her his. Then Adi says Kashvi doesn't love you after the betrayal. Arjun says I didn't betray her. Arjun comes home and finds Karan, then Karan hugs him. While Arjun now sees Mahima and sends Karan to the room, promising that he will not do anything. Karan goes inside, then Arjun asks Mahima to leave. Jagdish tells that he has brought Mahima back home and recalls Daddy telling him everything. Arjun says I can't bear her anymore. He asks what she does for Karan and says she uses Karan to trap Kashvi. He tells him that she used Karan to plan trap for Kashvi. So Jagdish asks Mahima to go inside. Mahima goes inside and Jagdish says we have to bear Mahima for Karan's sake. Arjun then says she can't be my wife. Jagdish asks him to leave the house if he doesn't want to stay with Mahima. So Arjun says you are asking your son to leave. Arjun takes his stuff to leave the house, while Jagdish asks him to keep the stuff back. Arjun says I chose not to see Mahima's face. Then Karan comes and asks where are you going? Arjun says I'm leaving from home. Karan says he needs both. Then Kashvi comes there and hopes Karan stops Arjun. But Arjun says, I can't stay with your mama. Kashvi thinks she has to do something, then Arjun can't leave the house. Karan then cries while Mahima acts to pacify him. Arjun comes to Kashvi's house hoping she accepts him, but Kashvi opens the door and asks, what are you doing here? Arjun says, I have come here, and says we will stay together. Kashvi asks him what is he saying and asks him to leave. Arjun says we will become wifey and hubby. So he says he doesn't want to stay with Mahima and want to stay with you, Kashvi. Then Kashvi says this is not possible and says she has no feelings for him. Arjun says I have feelings for you, but Kashvi says I don't care as I don't want to marry you. She says this is impossible. He asks if you don't care about my feelings. Kashvi says I don't care. Arjun says I love you very much and will fulfill all your wishes. But Kashvi asks what is your foolishness and asks if I asked you to come. She says we can't unite and says it is our past and the past never returns. Guys, what a drama. Like, what do you have to say about this episode and what do you have to say about Arjun? Please drop what you think about the episode on the comment section. It's quite a funny one and also an emotional one at the same time. Guys, please drop what you think about the episode on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that it's still UG updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.